Hi guys, I am going to go through the third and final drawer on this drawer thing that we found in our storage unit. Not found, I knew it was in there, but it's my Reborn stuff from before we moved to the house we lived in before here, where I had no storage, so a lot of my stuff went into storage. And now I'm going through and figuring out what I have. I've already got a pile of stuff sitting over here that I'm getting rid of. So good for that. I still got a whole bunch, obviously, that I've kept. I've still got a lot of work to do in this room. It's still a work in progress, that closet particularly. So going through some of the stuff is actually kind of helping. So let's get through this drawer that doesn't even want to open. First off it says it's an Infantino. It like attaches to a diaper bag, it looks like. And I think it had Infantino pacifiers on it. Like you could put your Infantino pacifiers on it, but it looks like I clipped little clips off that hold them in. Probably so I could put other pacifiers in. So I'm just gonna shove that with the pacifiers in that drawer. I'm trying to figure out what I am stuck on. Oh, there we go. Looks like we've got some more bottles that we might be going through. Got a Kiko bottle. Once again, Kiko. And this one is an unusual bottle because the nipple sits like that, or like you could turn it upside down to be inverted. But this is like I had said in a previous video when I went through the bottles. You go through the bottle aisle now, and it's pretty much all sad beige baby, and it's all about the same, where before we got a lot of variety. Like even at this, here we've got a mammal bottle, which has like that type of nipple. Like babies are individualized, like people are individuals. Some babies might absolutely love this while others hate it. Some might love this while others will hate it. And now you go down the baby aisle and it's like all the same. I feel they all look the same. So there's two different bottles. We've got my son, and it probably doesn't work anymore. It even says it's off. It is a Cloud B Twilight Turtle Mini. My son won this. I think this is called Max the Turtle, if I remember correctly. My kids had a lot of Cloud B stuff. We had, each of them had the mini Cloud B sleep sheeps on their car seats when they were babies. And in fact, when my daughter was born, she got her own because we had the other one on my son's convertible car seat because they would help him relax in the car. And then they both had full-size ones in their crib. Yes, I know, for sleep, safe sleep. The Cloud B thought of that. They had these Velcro straps that you actually hung them up on the crib. So they weren't in the crib, they were hanging, kind of like a mobile type thing. So they attached to the crib high and they hung down. So they both had a full-size sleep sheep, and they both had a mini travel sleep sheep. And when my son was, I think, 4 or 5, sorry guys, I got something in my nose. My mother-in-law bought him a full-size Twilight Turtle, and my daughter a Twilight Ladybug. They loved those. They had the Twilight Sleep Scents as well at some point. But my son entered a contest when he was in preschool and won. I want to say this is the Twilight Turtle Super Max or something like that. Max or something like that. And he's more like a little travel Twilight Turtle. Like the other one was like not hard, but he was more of a stuffed animal with a hard shell like this, that would project stars. So this, my son won. He won like this big mat that was a turtle as well, and some other stuff from Cloud B when he won the contest. It was a coloring contest. And then we've got the little mini Tommy Tippy that went with the one from the previous video. We've got a cute little mini Tommy Tippy with the bunnies. Pink one with bunnies. I do not see a big pink one with bunnies. I know I have the full-size one of this one. Oh! And that's why I can't open the drawer, because the full-size pink with bunnies was in there. I've also got Nubby with a cute little fox motif on it. This one might get modified to go. Like I said, some of these I'm not gonna keep. We've got an Honest Company bottle. Apparently at some point Honest Company decided to get into the bottle game. And they've got like a silicone squishy bottle, which is sticky. And it's got that kind of nipple on it. So it seems I tried to keep one of each of these weird bottles, or different bottles. This one is our Darmari, and this has that kind of nipple. It looks like the bottom screws off for like a vent. And then lastly in here is a Tommy Tippy with some sailboats. This one will probably go too. So, like I've said in the previous videos, be on the lookout. I've got a pile of stuff that is going to be sold. The Dr. Brown bottles, like I've said in the previous video, these ones I'm not going to modify in case an actual child parent, living, breathing child parent would like one of those for their child, because they're holiday ones. But like this Nubby and this Tommy Tippy, I'll probably modify. We've got a Tommy Tippy bib. Guys, these were my kids' bibs. Some of these are my kids' bibs. Some of these are things I bought for Reborns, but these were the best bibs ever. They've got this piece of foam right around the neck. When my kids were teething, so my son was a horrible teether, and my daughter was a sloppy eater, and anything like, you know, rolls down and it gets stuck in their folds, and because of this like foamy piece, it helped so much with teething and like sloppy bottle eaters. It caught so much. I mean, obviously you still got to clean in the folds, but it helped so much. I loved these bibs. I have not seen these bibs in years anywhere. I've never seen a bib that like that Tommy Tippy made. Was my favorite bibs when my kids were little. Ooh, there's another bottle in here. Oh, we've got a glass Dr. Brown bottle. That's probably why. And we've got another glass Dr. Brown bottle. Looks like I put them in some hats to keep them safe. I don't know. Oh, this is a Jamboree hat. It's a cute little white bear hat. I'm sure I've got an outfit to match it. This is Children's Place, and it has never been worn. It's a cute little hat with the matching mittens. And this will probably go. I have got so much to go through, like clothes-wise. That was my kids' clothes and like stuff that were my Reborns. We actually had a new Once Upon a Child open up near us, closer to us. They haven't quite opened yet. They're in the grand opening stage, but I have got so much stuff that I'm going to probably end up taking there. I've got a little Gap hat. I've got a bunch of outfits that match this. This was my daughter's hat. I believe she came home from the hospital in it, so I don't know why it's with that stuff. It's a little Zutano hat with little bear ears. I have been looking all over for this hat. So glad I found it. So recently, last week, was our big rabbit convention, and we were just talking about this hat. When my son was 6 months old, so for those that don't know, my kids breed and show rabbits, similar to like cat shows. And when we lived in Fargo and my son was 6 months, their big rabbit convention was in Minneapolis. And my in-laws do this also. My husband and I do not. My kids and my in-laws do. My kids do it for county fair as well. That was their big drive for us, doing it as county fair. But they also do it on the national level. And so he was 6 months old. It was in Minneapolis. And Minneapolis was like a 3-4 hour drive from us. So we're like, you know what? They're close to us. We will just make the drive to Minneapolis for the weekend so that they can see their grandson. And so we drove to Minneapolis and we stayed there for the weekend. So we went to this was the first time I had ever been to a rabbit show in my life. And it was the big convention. And the big convention basically you get 20,000 plus rabbits at. It's huge. My kids have been to a couple. We've been to 2 so far. We did not go this year. We sent rabbits with my in-laws, but we personally did not go. We might be going next year, unsure yet. But anyways, we were walking around and I saw this hat and I thought it was hilarious. And my father-in-law actually bought it for my son. So we have pictures of my son at his first rabbit convention wearing this hat. And it's a lop hat, if you don't know, like lops ears flop over like that. Other rabbits, typical rabbits, ears stick straight up. So when you put it on the baby, the ears kind of flop over like a lop. We have pictures of my daughter wearing it too. And the funny, ironic thing is my son now shows and breeds English lops, and his favorite lops are called blues. They're a gray color, just like in the cat world. Blue rabbits are gray. Lilac rabbits are like a light gray. But the irony is this is a blue lop hat, and now his favorite rabbits are blue lops. But I have been looking for this everywhere. So glad I found it. And like I said, convention just happened, and we were literally talking about this hat recently. This was another one of my kids' hats. I think it was my daughter's. Again, she was, okay, so if it seems like I have more hats for my daughter than my son was born in spring. My daughter was born late fall. So it was, and the year she was born, it wasn't that, it was actually a mild winter, but obviously we stocked up on baby hats because when she was born. So this is another Zutano. It's a teal color. They're actually the same color essentially, or similar. I don't think I have this outfit anymore. It is a little baby sleeper. And here was the hat, so I can get rid of that. I know I still have this somewhere. It is Jimboree. I believe I bought this set for Crystal and Kim as well. Kim from the UK. I know for a fact I bought this set for Crystal. I think I bought this for Kim to match with, and I bought this set for Crystal to match with. One of them will probably remember, possibly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I know these were Jimboree sets. They're sleepers that go with them. And then I've got this cute little llama hat. And this bee hat. And I think it's Jimboree as well. And I believe this came from Kylie, from Kylie Cat S. And then we've got a cute little baby gap hat that is like a vintage hat. What year is this from? It doesn't even have a year in it. Usually they have the years in it. It says gap up to 3 months. This one doesn't even have the year code thingy on it. But it is an old vintage Gap hat. I believe this was from 2010, 2011, I believe. Keep that over there. That was probably one of my kids. I know I got this when we were in Minneapolis for our first doll meetup with Crystal, and we had the whole neonate baby think it over group. I was obsessed with this line at that time. They had multiple different colors, so I know I got this then. It's a Jimboree or a Gap hat with the little bear in it. Because here is another one from that line, and that one was blue, and this one was like a minty color. There was a hot pink, black, brown, like there was a whole variety of colors. So those are obviously two that survived. We've got a chickpea bib that has just this little motif on it. And we've got a Mickey Mouse hat for probably a costume somewhere. I do not know if I still have the costume. I have to go through my Reborn clothes. That might be a different day. I did multiple videos as well. Because I have a huge tote and I have to go through that, like I said. And then I've got multiple totes of my kids' clothes I need to go through. And then we've got a denim Gap hat. What year is this from? This is from 2003. So this is getting into vintage as well, or retro. I think retro comes before vintage. So this is an over 20-year-old denim hat. When did this line come out from Gap? This was 2006. This Gap line. I know I have a bunch from that line too. And then we've got this Gimbalry hat that goes with these ones. I think I bought that one. I think I did Crystal this. I think I did Kylie this. And I think I did Kim this one. Like, I bought the 3 sets in multiples and then split them up amongst my friends for Christmas one year. I believe. I'm not 100%. Like I said, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I know this came from Auntie Kim in the UK. It is a mother care bib. It goes with some stuff that she had purchased me. Got this cute unicorn bib. We've got this cute llama bib. Some of these are from my kid. Oh, we've got a blue llama bib. And I've got another unicorn bib. And then we've got this star bib. And then I know this is another mother care set that I believe Kim bought for myself, Crystal, and a few others. And it's got Snoopy on it. It says, "Hello, friend." Snoopy in Woodstock. And I know this was from when my son was a baby. It's a monkey birth cloth. We had gone to a craft fair. And I got a bunch of different prints. But I guess the monkey was the only one that I still have. And we've got this super cute bee bib and another llama bib. This is, I think it's supposed to be like a hop skip one, but I'm pretty sure I got it off like AliExpress or something like that. That'd be cute for like a toddler doll that I do not have. What are these? Oh, these are nice for you can use them as a burp cloth, or they snap to make a like around the whole neck bib. So we've got a dinosaur. These actually would be really nice for somebody with a special needs kiddo. And then we've got this pink flower motif. So I might be getting rid of those. We've got this cute bee bib for Valentine's Day. And then we've got this zebra. And we've got a cute, I think it's supposed to be an owl. These are Carter's bibs. I know some of these I'm not going to keep. We've got a cute cow. And a cute cat. And then we've got the rhino. And I know these were from my kids. I've got pictures of my son wearing this monkey bib. And I've got pictures of my daughter wearing this ladybug bib. So obviously those are going to stay. And then we've got a cute monkey. And I think a bear. Once again, Carter's. So that is the end of this drawer. Like I said, there's some stuff that I'm keeping. There's quite a bit leaving the collection. There's quite a bit that's been acquired since. And I need to, for the most part, the American Girl stuff is done. I need my husband to hang up the stinking TV. I've got the shelf that I need to put together. And there's some American Girl stuff that is still in that closet that needs to go on that shelf. And then once that is done, I can pull everything out of the closet and get that closet done. And like this needs to go in there. I've got a few other things that are just crammed in there. I've got a bunch of American Girl stuff that I need to do a purge with. I've been a hot mess lately. And on top of that, I've not been feeling the best lately. So sometimes just getting up and getting dressed, it's been enough for me for a day. So that is that. And that is the end of going through this 3-drawer little dresser thing that I have not seen in, well, I've seen it, but I've not been able to touch it in years. So I hope I see you guys next week. Bye.